Hello, kindergarten. Welcome back. I hope everyone is happy. Today I'm going to talk to everybody about writing. You guys got some writing packets, and I've kind of made up a chart. We have one of these in my classroom that we made. So parents, if your kids are using the packets for the stories already, they're the ones that are horizontal. The first page is like the beginning. It'll say one day, and I talked to the kids about it being kind of like a sandwich. So the top part's like the bun, that's the beginning, and that tells what the story's about. So it's gonna say something like, one day I had a birthday party. The middle part's where the good stuff is. It's like what happened in the story. So if you're writing about the birthday party, what are the things that happened? We ate cake. And then the ending's like the bottom part of the bun. It wraps it up. So you might say something like, we had fun, or I hope it happens again. Those are the types of endings that we've told the kids. It's usually a feeling. Now obviously if you're writing about something that, like a time the kid got hurt, so another story could be like, one day I fell down. The middle might be, I scraped my knee and it hurt, and then they might wrap it up with, I was really sad. So those are kind of the things that we talk about when we're telling the kids how to write this story. A lot of kids, I have 5 or 6 kids in the class that can write a whole packet in one day. That's with pictures and sentences. And if your student is doing that very quickly, these are the types of things that I would work with them on in their writing group. I would have them work on adding something to the middle. So if they've already written one thing, like if they're writing about the birthday party and they said, okay, we had cake. Well, that's not the only thing you did at the birthday party. Did you get a present? What present did you get? Adding on to the middle. Also with them, and this is for all the kids, really working on adding the capital at the beginning and a period at the end. So have them go through and check for that. We also only want them using a capital at the beginning, or if they're writing the word I. And if this is the lines they have, we really want those letters sitting on the line. So if they're floating up in the air like this, or they're putting capital letters in the middle, you want to have them go back and work on fixing that. Those are the mechanical things that you can really work with them on. Writing is probably the hardest thing for a lot of kids because it takes a lot of planning, and they have to know how to form the letters, and there's so many different things involved. So if your student is really struggling with this, I would just focus on doing 1 page a day and having them do a really good sentence with spaces and nice handwriting, forming the letters correctly also. If they are having trouble remembering what they want to say, so let's say they said, one day I had a party. What I do for them is I have little cubes and I'll put them out. So every time they say a word, I would put it down. So if these were the cubes, one day I had a party. You can do this with pennies, you can do this with anything little. Or you can even draw it on a board for them. So then I have them touch and tell. One day I had a party. Then they write the word one day. One day. And I think that's even on the paper we gave. So they have one day I, all right, that's the word I'm on. One day I had, okay, had. I don't remember how to spell that. Had. I'm gonna as middle sound, D is the end. One day I had a, I know how to spell that. One day I had a party. Okay, party. I'm gonna stretch that out. P-R-T-E, P-R-T-E. And if that's how they spelled it, that's fine. So, just some tips on how to finish those writing packets up. Let me know if you have questions or concerns. Bye, everybody.